That's a lot of people.
Hi everybody, I hope that you're all doing well. So today we are in my kitchen because we hit 500 subscribers on this channel. Woo! And it was suggested that I should do some sort of celebration video just to commemorate the 500 subscribers, and Kieran from KD Books suggested that I should bake a cake to celebrate. Actually, it was his wife who suggested that I should bake the cake. We're not going to give Kieran the credit for it, nah. A chocolate cake was suggested, but I also knew that I had this orange curd, which we bought from a farm shop a few months ago, which needed using. And also because Terry's chocolate orange, I decided that I'm going to make a chocolate orange cake. I'm going to be using the Mary Berry recipe because, of course, when in doubt, go for Mary Berry. We've set the oven at 160 fan. It would be 180 for normal people, and I have no idea what it will be for Fahrenheit for you Americans out there. So yeah, I've got all my ingredients measured out. Let's get started. First things first, we've got 50 grams of cocoa powder, which I'm going to mix in with 90 milliliters of boiling water into a little paste. I also thought whilst I'm here to do some recommendations for some booktubers. I'm really aware that I'm probably not going to remember everybody, so I'm really sorry if I leave you out. There are just so many great booktubers that I subscribe to. Firstly, of course, I don't think I could talk about booktubers who I love without talking about the founder of the feast, Kieran from KD Books.
The founder of the feast, indeed.
I've been friends with Kieran pretty much since like the first few weeks of my channel. I think he found me on my Wolf Hall trilogy review, and basically, yeah, we've pretty much been joking backwards and forwards ever since. Kieran's really great, he's really funny, and at the moment he is doing his reviews of all of the Man Booker long list videos, so if you are interested in literary fiction, you definitely need to give him a check out. Oh, this looks so nice. I've got like lovely little paste going on here. Oh, and it smells delicious. I was actually looking up the recipes for this chocolate cake online, and I swear, like every single time I clicked on a new tab, I could smell the chocolate. I don't know what that's about, but it was great. I also know a lot of you came to my channel from Lucy the Reader. I'm such a big fan of Lucy. Lucy does a lot of videos about classic literature. She's running this year-long classics community. She's so intelligent, so incredibly well-spoken, has read so many classics. I highly recommend that you go and watch her if you haven't already, but I'm sure you already do. Next thing for this cake is you literally put in all of the rest of your sponge ingredients. So we have 100 grams of butter, we have 300 grams of golden caster sugar, not regular guys, 3 eggs, 175 grams of self-raising flour, and also 1 heaped teaspoon of baking powder, and then the zest of 1 orange. So basically just bung it all in there, and then we are going to mix it. Somebody who I really recommend you check out, who I've known since before BookTube, is Fee from What Fee Found. I met her like, I think 2.5, almost 3 years ago now. We met at a Lush event where they were promoting Jen Campbell's short story collection, The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night. And she's so incredibly lovely. She does a lot of videos recommending Black authors and other authors of colour. She's just a delightful, lovely person. Sadie from The Lit Ghost, I believe, was one of my first friends that I made on BookTube, and she especially, we kind of bonded over both of us reading the Thomas Cromwell trilogy. This seems like so much sugar, I don't know if this is right. And then also Sylvie from the TBR Diaries. We have like fairly different reading taste, but she's just so lovely and I love watching her videos. She is also going through the Man Booker long list along with Kieran, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what she thinks of the list. Oh, wait. No, that's fine. Ed from Gagging for Lit was another person who I subscribed to early on in my channel. He does really funny review videos of all of the books that he's read so far in lockdown, and he just has this fantastic kind of sarcastic energy, and I love it so much. Grace from GK Reads I also absolutely love. Every single time I watch her videos, I feel like so stupid, but she just talks about books in such an intelligent, eloquent way. And she's someone who reads a real range of books, a real mix, though mainly around literary fiction, I would say. Okay, there's no eggs in here right now, and it just looks like mud. Though it smells nice. Shah from Thoroughly Enjoyed Books is someone I've been watching for a very long time and just made friends with. Even though I did diss her university, I'm really, really sorry, Shah. She is another booktuber who really reads a diverse range of books, historical fiction, contemporary, this is making a real squelchy noise, as well as fantasy, so yes, definitely recommend that you watch Shah. Then we have Leanne from Leanne Rose. I love her videos so much. Recently she's moved back from staying with her parents during lockdown back into her flat, and the bookshelf reorganisation videos, oh, mwah. I do love a good bookshelf reorganisation and book declutter. I just love all of that so much, that organisation. Oh, this might be too much egg. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Eee. This might be a mess. Grrr. And now I'm going to neatly and calmly put the orange curd in. Or the zest is what I should have said. I feel like baking really brings out my impatient side. Like I am a fairly patient person, but during baking I'm like, why is this not going right? And now we've got something that looks like the consistency of chocolate pudding. So I don't know if that is right, but look at it. Once again, it smells nice, so hopefully that translates into it looking nice. Next job is to get our 2 greased and lined baking tins and equally measure out the cake. Woo! See, I said this wasn't going to take too long. I think if I'm talking about people I recommend, I have to talk about Jennifer from Jennifer Brooks, mainly because she's been a very bad influence on my book buying. Recently, Jennifer's been singing the praises of Romantic Outlaws, which is the dual biography of Mary Wollstonecraft and Mary Shelley. And, you know, I've always been a big fan of Frankenstein and really interested in Mary Shelley's life, but this has just taken it to a whole new level. I now have copies of that book, but also the poetry of Byron and the poetry of Percy Shelley. So, bad influence, bad. I'm not regretting it though, it's so good. Hold on, I'm gonna have to concentrate whilst I do this. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane? Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Okay, so we now have 2 even cake tins, and they are going to go into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Let's go. I've just realised 9 minutes into cooking time that I forgot to put in an ingredient, which was 4 tablespoons of milk, because I obviously kept the milk in the fridge, whereas I had all the rest of my ingredients all measured out carefully. So I'm gonna hope to high heaven that that wasn't a crucial ingredient and that I've not just made my cake incredibly dry. Yay. And by the magic of editing, here we are. We've now got 2 pretty beautiful looking chocolate cakes. So just gonna take these out now and let them cool for at least an hour or so before we do the buttercream and the curd. But yeah, whilst I'm here, I just wanted to say a really big thank you to everybody who has subscribed in the last 3 months. Doing booktube videos is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, like a very long time. I have been watching YouTube on the regular for a good 10 years. I discovered booktube probably back in 2013, and it was something that I knew I wanted to do, but I am such a shy person and a very anxious person, and I'm constantly worried that people will think that I'm weird, so it's just something I've put off for a very long time. And then we got into this weird, horrible situation with lockdown where I suddenly was at home all the time and I did have this free time, and I thought, you know what, If not now, when? And I'm really, really glad that I did. And I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't start sooner. Honestly, I was kind of worried that my friends especially would think it was weird, but so far every single time that somebody who I know in real life has talked about my YouTube channel, it's all been really, really lovely. I think a lot of my friends know how much I love books and how much I love YouTube. So they knew it was something I'd wanted to do for a while. So they've all been super, super supportive. So a really big thank you to them. Oh no. No, I did this wrong. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I don't really know what I'm doing here. And a big thank you to just everybody who subscribed and everybody who's left a comment. You know, the big reason that I wanted to do this was to have the opportunity to talk about books to other people. So every single time I get a comment talking about books, whether it's agreeing or disagreeing, it's just so lovely and it's what I wanted. Come on. Come on. Come on, you know you wanna. Oh dear. It's been a little bit stubborn. Yeah, it's all just been really, really good fun, and I feel like I've made friends, which is really nice. I've made friends. Come on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Lovely. But yeah, just gonna leave it for a little while to cool down, and then we'll get right on to the curd and the buttercream.